and no one is going to tell me otherwise.
Hello there.
I know I've felt like this before, now I'm feeling it even more, because it came from you. Then I open up and see the person falling here.
Hello there.
Is me. A different way to be.
Ads are starting. Stay tuned to the stream. Thank you for your support.
Possible to ignore. Possible to ignore. They'll come true. Possible that you do. Possible that you do. And now I tell you openly, have my heart, so don't hurt me. Do what I couldn't find.
Monkey, what's up?
To be amazing.
Freaking good. Welcome in.
Understanding and so kind. In everything to be. Oh, my life is changing every day, every possible way. And oh, my dreams, it's never quite as it seems, 'cause you're a dream to me, dream to me.
Hello there.
But whenever they cough up the hairball, you know, you hear that. You know, it's kind of how I felt.
That's a sound every cat owner loves to hear.
Hello there.
Welcome to Otter.
Hello there.
This stream is protected by otters. Welcome to Otter Country.
What's up? What's up?
Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. I am back after a missed stream on Tuesday as I was not feeling well.
Hello there.
Yes. Oh, apparently we're going to start a group drop already. But yeah, I'm back. Feeling good. Been working again the past couple days, including yesterday. I went back to the office, so all is good. Just had, I guess, kind of like a mild food poisoning. Like it wasn't like the worst, but Monday night into Tuesday was kind of
water ushy gushy, water ushy gushy, water ushy gushy.
All right. Let's see here. G-Monkey in here first, and with the first today as well. Welcome. Bricking Hood, welcome in. Brixplorium, hello. Maiku-san, welcome in, friend. Simpsons, welcome in. And Annie, hello, hello. Hope everybody is well. I will go ahead and hydrate. Snapple apple hitting the spot right there.
Hello there.
All right, let's see what happens here with a couple drops. It hit, but not quite. Tolengar, welcome in, friend. Hope you're well. Good to see you. All right. Some tunes. All right. So the plan for today is to attempt to start a new MOC build. That would be the build that I kind of brainstormed, I think, last week. Actually, it might have been a week ago exactly. I think I might have done it last Thursday on stream for the chemical plant thing. So I've got a couple plates out. I got to do the mills thing first.
Hello there.
Binda's would be driving. Tell Binda I said, bad Binda. Urban, welcome in. Hope you're well, friend. Good to see you. I will note that it is not the typical triple trouble tonight. Greg is away this week. He is out in California. Apparently, they had a little bit of a earthquake not far from where he's staying right now for work, in the San Jose area. Which apparently he wasn't rattled by that, but the alert that shot through his phone scared the hell out of him, is what he said. I believe he is flying back to Rhode Island to home late tomorrow. He did tell me that he would like to try to get on for the Saturday morning, but of course it'll depend on how he feels. So we'll see. We'll say it's been weird for me, like not really having him around to talk to as much this week, because he and I talk a lot. And he's been 3 time zones behind. Simpsons, he's in your time zone in Pacific. And he's also been like at an office location during the day, and interfacing with our people, which is rare for him, obviously. So we've not had much of a chance to talk during the week. So it is what it is, but look forward to him coming back and having good times. Say welcome to anybody that might be lurking as well. I appreciate that. Before I start anything else, we have a couple of other things to do. And the first thing is, I didn't get to do this on Tuesday. We're going to do it now. And if people miss the stream or whatever, I'll just have to let the person know, whatever the case may be. We're going to do the March 1st thing. All right, so I got to get the wheel of names up, and I have my spreadsheet open. So I got to put all the names into the wheel, which I'm going to do.
Hello there.
Hi, Indulgent. Hey, Bad Binda. All right.
Boom,
I'm gonna.
shakalaka.
Yes, there it is. Boom shakalaka.
Hello there.
Hello, KO. Okay, there's the wheel. I'm going to move this over here so I can see it while I'm doing my sheet.
Hello there.
Hello, Nathan. Welcome in. All right, I got to put names in here based on people who got first. TJ, Ems, Greg, Binda, TJ, Ems, Greg. That was the 15th. All right, so 17th, let's see, Binda, Ems, Greg, TJ, Lila with a rare first, popped in to say hello. Indulgent had one. And we had Greg and Ems, and I did not have one on the 31st. All right. Okay, so some of you that are on the wheel, you were here. Some people are not right now. That's okay. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this on just a tad. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the names 10 times. All right. Shuffle the name 10 times. You guys can see me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We ready for a wheel spin? You guys want a wheel spin? Give me some hype in chat if you want to see a wheel spin.
Hello there.
Hey Rob, what's up, friend? Hope you're well. Okay, there's a little bit of hype. There's some hype. Let's go. A little bit more. There we go. There's some hype. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Where's my button? Oh, Binda. Binda with that one. Binda, are you still here? Yeah, okay. Very good. All right. Congratulations. That was for the month of March. All right. Next up, a little bit of mail call. I did put in a small Bricklink order for a few parts that might help towards the build, or at least maybe. We'll see how this goes. Hagar, welcome in. Hope you're well, friend. So I do need to open those up. Oh. Stomach is still full from dinner a little while ago. All right, this person actually, or this store, is actually in New York State, where I am. Let's see. What was the name of their store again? I don't know. They cut it off. But yeah. So a couple things that I was looking for. So obviously I'm going to be doing a little bit of train work, which is going to include this plate. And realize I don't, because I've not bought trade stuff, I don't have any of the, what we call the flexi track or whatever, the track that can kind of curve a little bit, right? So you can kind of create slightly different curves and effects and all with a track, which I think we're going to need as I round the bend toward the back of that corner that I'm going to be, working towards here. So I bought out their store, what they had. I forgot how many are in here. They were fairly cheap. I didn't want to go and buy the set that's out there because I don't need a bunch of other track. I figured this is just an easier thing I could quickly do. So I've got some of that I can use, which is good. Yes, I'm going around the bend. I bought a bunch of like random parts because, I tend to do that sometimes when they're in a store cheap. But my focus was also on a couple things I could potentially use as a part of the build, which namely, and I'm going to be getting my drawer out too a little bit as I potentially start this. But things like this. Ooh, don't want to lose those. That's all stuff for later. All right, so got a few of these, which I thought could potentially be useful. Right, these can be stacked, potentially for like a tank or something. These things I was already looking at potentially for tank stuff. No, definitely not airing my drawers. I'm just airing Bricklink order. But I will air one drawer here now.
I just like playing with it.
Yeah, there's a drawer to air. I'll just throw those in there now. Hi, Clipsy. How's it going? So I'm going to be picking parts from this. I honestly don't know what I'm going to be using. I've got, a bunch of these things to try to use. Things like this. I use some of this stuff on spaceships, but I can stack things like that together of different sorts and create some tanks. I had other ideas as well, so we're going to see how that goes. But before I do that, I got to do the other step that I have to usually do, which is mills. Get stuff tied together. I had all these vehicles in here. Put them over here. Oh, I'm running quite low on my 2x2s. And I haven't thought about getting more of them in a while. All right. So I'm going to combine these plates because why not? Because this build is likely going to stretch from this entire plate over onto this one a little bit. And then we'll have two sets of train tracks running through. I'm gonna have to at least lay out tiles indicating where those are, so I don't mess things up. But at least I can start the mills process here. You're good. That's good, Tolan. It's a good one. All right, this side I'm going to have the tracks running through right about here, which I should just go ahead and mark that so I don't forget. I'm going to mark the train track locations first so I don't mess up as I'm doing the mills plating. Which, to be fair, I'm probably still going to mess it up anyway, so... Alright, so I need a 2, and then I have to account for the 8. For the track width. So I think I'm going to still continue trying to kind of build it into the plating. So I like how that method looks, and I've already started that process, so why not?
I'm back, baby.
She is. She is. She's going to be coming back live tonight, guys. We're ready to her. It's going to be very exciting. All right, I think the way I have planned this is going to be this. Check my math here. Actually, I think I might need to open Studio for a second. So I need to look at the diagram because that kind of mapped out.
All the otter love Zachm Lego love Zachm Lego love.
Hey there, Coaster Bricks 97. Thank you for your resub to Otter Country for 7 months. That's super awesome of you.
Ems coming in hot with a resub. Thank you, Ems. Appreciate that. We'll do a gummy in a minute. All right, no, I don't want to update right now. Not while I'm streaming. I just want to open up Studio so I can look at the design real quick for my math. Come on. Chemical plant. And I just heard the doorbell. click. Where is it? Where is there? It is. Oh, we have a friend. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Finally got my Prime sub working. That took a nightmare to get sorted.
Saw that. Thank you, though. Much appreciated. I'm gonna do a
You don't
gummy
have to
for
do
you.
it. You don't have to do a gummy. It's fine. You don't have to.
You sure?
Positive. It's fine.
Okay.
I haven't got my bill cam on because my OBS won't let me bring it over. But I'm gonna be sorting. I'm not playing with OBS tonight. No chance.
Okay.
I got these today though, so we might build these.
Flowers.
I can't get them anywhere in the UK. They're all sold out.
These plates have a good snap. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hi guys, by the way. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
For exploring, people don't want to see your beaver. That's private.
I don't know. I don't have nightmares tonight, Trev. No offense, but I need to sleep. I don't want to have nightmares. Thanks anyway. Stick to your jokes, mate. Might be better.
All right. I'm gonna close this out now.
I don't want nightmares tonight, Trev. Thank you.
All right. Start this process here.
Right, I'm gonna start sorting, and then once I get rewarded myself, I'll build these. I think.
Sounds good.
Did I finish with on Monday?
Rob says, got that set in Argos a couple weeks back.
Oh well, I went to Lego stores in February in Manchester and with Big Task, and nobody had them. I was like, what the hell's going on? Maybe it's just me wrong time, and I don't know.
Rob, what is Argos? Is that a market or something?
Yeah, it's like a it sells a lot of stuff. I don't know how to explain it.
Hey, Cleric, welcome in.
Hello, Cleric.
All right, I think what I'll do, I need to pin these together. So general store, but I was like, oh, okay.
I've got some Lego sets today, but I'm not telling everybody what they are. It's surprising.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. I've got some really good discounts anyway. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Surviving and blotting.
Apparently I scored.
Yay.
That's what she said, Simpsons. That's what he said, whatever. I don't know.
Alright. Perfectly used to these.
The tubs of all sorts. I don't know what these plates are for. I don't know. But keep them all in one place so I know what they are.
Joys of sorting and the nightmare that it really is.
I'm missing figs still. I don't know where they are. They are somewhere. Where? I don't know.
They're going to turn up when you least expect it. That's how it's going to happen.
I got sorted. This is what I did on. I did series 24. They're all in there. There are 12 of them are in there. No bases though. I reckon these are the bases that are in this tub.
Mhm.
I don't know what series these are. That's why I've got my phone, because I've got a website that I can check the series on.
Yeah, the brick and ice thing.
Yeah.
Potato mode. That sounds good. That sounds very good.
Potato with sombrero. I'm gonna be a coaster potato next week, indulgent. Just saying.
Actually, these might be good to use. Some of these.
Coaster potato sounds good, actually. No, but that's from the. Did the Chili Corner have a white cat in there, or is that from a CMF? Is that from him? There's a white cat. I think that's from him.
What's the figure?
That one.
Yeah, that I feel like that probably had one. Yeah, if I remember, I may be completely wrong.
Does anybody know? Is that the white cat that goes with that fig? I can't see it properly, so I got my bill cam. I think that's it. I don't know. That's a CMF. Thank you, KO.
Yes, fluffy cat. Forget what color the cat in the tutor. Yeah, I don't remember either.
I don't either. She's a CMF that one in the Tombola. I just need to get the accessories for. She's an older CMF, that's why I got the Tombola one. Right, these are all random figs, so I think I need to get the random figs in one tub, so I know where they are.
Fluffy cat. I think those are like Chronos sings it. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, Claire. Shit. Throwing parts over the place again. No, a lot of folks have come in since I started talking early on. But yeah, as folks are aware, I missed Tuesday. Monday night, well, overnight Monday into Tuesday, I had some problems. Got sick and wasn't feeling good. I think it was mild food poisoning. And I needed to just rest and do nothing on Tuesday. I didn't go to work. I couldn't work at all or anything like that. Canceled the stream because I wasn't feeling good. But it did pass, thankfully. And was good yesterday when I actually went to work to the office. So, yeah, just the things happen. mostly I just. Hey Josh. It's mostly by the afternoon. Like I didn't have any energy. And I'm just like, yeah, no, it's not gonna hurt if I take a day off.
Hi, Josh.
I know TJ likes to poke fun that I stream like 4 times a week, which was like, okay, yeah, it's okay for me to take a day off. Nothing wrong with that.
Might as well put my Spider-Man figs in the bag now. I've got all 12. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still missing some of this series. I don't know where they are. I had them all.
For which one?
Annoying. I don't know the series number. I've got them in them anyway. So I've got like the robot guy, the snow dog. I don't know the number. I think it's 23. I don't know. I could be wrong. So I've got them because I've got pictures of them, but where have I put them is the question.
Brookstream, normally, Brookstream, you would be right normally, although just lately he hasn't per se.
He streamed on Clicking Bricks this week.
Right, he did do the show.
Yeah, it did Clicking Bricks this week. I saw him on there. Defend him. I'll defend him and say I saw him on there.
I think he said Thursday he's also busy later with work, so we may not see him pop in today. Yes, I am doing mills. I'm going to build the chemical plant on top of this. Work who does that. Some of us that need to, you know, make a living to buy this stuff. Some of us have to. Thank you for the nut KO.
We can't always steal Lego, Trev. We have to work for it.
Yeah.
I can't always go shoplifting, I'm afraid. I wouldn't do it anyway, like, but yeah.
Morphin' time! Dragon Sword! Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-tooth tiger! Tyrannosaurus!
Thanks, Cleric. Oh, we miss Greg. So he should be back. No, Simpsons. He's away on work this week. He's literally like out of state. He is in your time zone this week. Lolcorp dragged him out of the cave.
They dragged him.
All right. On that, or Yeah, it should be okay. That'll work.
I think that decision's easy enough, KO, to work out. Just saying.
No, I don't think he's ever going to do that, Simpson. I don't think he ever actually will. Because then you risk like getting like kids on camera and all that other stuff, and he won't do that.
Right, is that Series 28 the new ones we've got?
Yes.
That's 28. I don't know where to start with this. It's a mess.
I mean, it'd be kind of fun to watch him shopping and grumbling at people. Don't get me wrong.
Imagine him in the aisle. Move out of the way. You're in my way. Grumble.
Yeah, seriously. Get the fuck out of my way, grumble, grumble, grumble.
I can imagine it's funny.
Oh, I'd watch it too. It'd be quality entertainment. He just won't do it.
You might do if we'd be nice and ask him.
That's my mini doll, yeah.
Get all these away. They should be all here. All 12 of them should be around here. Oh no, don't be daft.
All right, so something I wanted to remind folks about this again. If you happen to go on Bricklink to buy parts for like Mills plates and you don't have a Lego store nearby, you can buy things like this on a lot of Bricklink stores for super cheap. Either the 1x2, like this, or the 2x2s. A lot of sellers will post these on their stores like super cheap because people don't have a good use for them otherwise. So again, that's just something to think about if you do Mills plating and you don't have a Lego store, you can get 2x2s and stuff easily. All right, good. Ramp your function. All right. All right. I'm not going to mills in this part just yet because the focus for building otherwise for the moment is going to be on this side anyway. From here, I'm working my way over. All right.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, Legends cones. Take the cones. Yippee!
Yippee!
Grumble, 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 crash. At least the bunny's got
That's really, at least the bunny's got fed. No, shipping is, well, I should put an asterisk on that. Shipping isn't like super crazy. But since when you go on Bricklink, you have an option to say US Mart or US stores only kind of thing. You have to make sure you choose that. All right. Let me show you guys some other stuff that I happen to do. I gotta open up my Google Drive here to get these pictures. So I was I put in ChatGPT and into Gemini, which is Google's equivalent, of trying to give me some ideas of you know, exactly how to do a chemical plant, because I don't know. I've been just like kind of looking at some stuff and like literally guessing out my ass or whatever. I'm waiting for this to open. Maybe. Yes, no. All right, let me copy these over. If these didn't save, I'm going to be super annoyed. He should be flying back home tomorrow night, late. All right, will this open properly if I do it here? Oh, what the hell? Did that did not save the way I wanted it to? Did this one? Oh, that didn't either. What the hell? Did this one?
You'll save them.
This one did. Okay, well I can share this one. My two Gemini ones did not save properly, but I can share this one.
Did you send me over to? Did you send them to me?
No, I just put in my Google Drive temporarily. But the screenshots I took did not save the right way, which is annoying. So the only one I have is this one.
Hello there.
There you go. You can see me wearing a wig handle.
Today I gave my dead batteries away. They were free of charge.
And he wonders why I go into his chat and start doing TTS when he's in the middle of a story or something. Hi, Tess. So I had this was ChatGPT, and I put in, give me a Lego brick built example of a chemical plant. and this is what it spit out, which I mean, it's not bad. It's actually kind of cool looking that it just randomly came up with this. But I think that this kind of gives me a couple of ideas about what things I need to accommodate in the plant, right? So I'm going to need a storage tank area. I need the processing area, which will have a lot of piping, and then I have the output of it as well. So I'm going to kind of use this sort of stuff as the basis of what I'm going to try to do here. We'll see how this goes. All right, how do I get this thing on? There we go. All right. So I can put this on my screen and look at it while I start this. Now, don't worry, guys. Greg will be back. He said he wants to get back. He's not used to being away like this, other than when he takes his vacation time at Disney and all that, or cruise stuff. Like he's doing that too. All right, I'm gonna need this down. I've had this build sitting up here forever. This was actually in the city at one point. I took it out. This was actually meant to be like just the impression of a building being built with all these girder pieces, but I'm going to actually use these now. So I'm going to take this apart. I just had it sitting up there for a long while. I gotta add a, did I add Kermit in? If I did.
Oh,
I was
I
gonna,
like it. It's funny.
let me do that now while I'm thinking about it. Because I was gonna do that anyway. I just keep forgetting to do it.
I prefer Kermit to Marge.
Yeah, me and Marge just kind of run our course. I'll leave it in there for like bits, but I'm not gonna keep it in channel points. Yeah, I'll leave it in there. Set it there, and then I have to add Kermit. Add that in. I need to.
I'm just laughing at Rob's comment.
Just gonna put a thing on here. Okay, Kermit.
This just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think, yeah, I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description.
Greg's not here.
Okay, this is the guy.
So fair.
Only 2.5 months until I get that savory goodness known as the bloomin' onion. It's even more delicious when the coolest person pays for it.
That's right, it is. You're not wrong. All right. Kermit did get added. So you guys can have fun with that. There are cooldown type things with that I set specifically. All right, this is where I just start freehand building here and just kind of thinking about this. So I think the idea is I wanted to have higher sections over here. I just like the idea of using these girder pieces because they feel so industrial. And they're pretty badass.
King Oldendorf asked me, can you grumbling about something? Don't get me started, you numbnuts. The world is just a spinning heap of turds, and everyone's treating it like it's a goddamn playground. And people hopping around like bunnies on crack, building Lego towers, like they hold the secrets to the universe. It's like they can't get enough of this plastic nonsense while my puppet hole remains unfilled. What a circus.
He talks about his puppet hole. Wow. Naturally, KO is the first one to go and redeem that.
Is it on a cooldown?
It does have a cooldown.
How long?
A certain number of minutes.
I was about to do
There's
something.
also-
I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah, it's got a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. I'll
There's
wait.
also a max number that each person can do as well.
PGG_Siddle asked me, does Cormit deserve his puppet hole filled
Cormit?
with a fist?
Wow.
The charming chaos of Kermit's existential rant. While filling his puppet hole with a fist might seem like poetic justice to some, let's remember that sometimes a good vent is just what the doctor ordered. Maybe a cup of puppet tea and a little space will help him untangle his flappy frustrations.
Flappy.
Oh, here we go. Good day.
G'day.
Good day, mate.
Hopefully OBS is going to work. It should.
Mine is not working. That's why I haven't got a build cam.
I think the yeah, I've had some stuff going on with Stream Deck and that, but it should be all right.
How are you feeling?
Who put the bump in
Yeah,
the
I'm
bump?
okay.
Bump.
I'm all right.
Put the ram in the Rama Lama Ding Dong. Who put the bop in the bop shoe bop? Who put the dip in the dip da dip da dip? If you have information, please call our hotline.
Wow. Trevor, how long did it take you to think of that one?
And what's the number? You didn't give a number.
Oh, it's all falling apart. That's fine.
What's up, Taz?
Oh, just getting a mock build ready for the Lego show coming up at the end of May. So, I try and I was nearly not going to, and I thought, no, I can have a crack at doing something, see how I go. So, yeah, just working on trying to get reducing a mock sort of cafe down to just onto a 16 by 16 plate. Because I've had to shrink my layout down. So in that same process, I'm trying to shrink everything down. So
I get that.
Yeah, so just trying to conserve space. And then for this particular building, hopefully provide something so I can do some wiring for it as well for some lighting. Fingers crossed.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So a bit more sort of back to the drawing board a little bit, but that's okay.
Okay, look at the guy. Look at that guy's words. It's amazing. That's the mock right there. There you go.
That's getting there.
Just starting. It's
early days.
It is. I don't know where this is going to go. This is going to go through probably a number of tweaks and changes as I go. But that's okay. That's the process.
That's why it's called a mock.
Exactly.
I can't do mocks. I mean, I've got a mock actually, but I'm not showing it till it goes to a show in the UK. How are you feeling,
All right,
Taz?
so this...
I'm okay. I need to... OBS.
You said you had some issues recently going on there, mate. Hopefully everything is working out.
Yeah, no, it's
fingers crossed.
Yeah, with what I want to sort of say about it at the moment, yeah, it's just we'll be right. Yeah,
So
I've had some stuff. I'd started getting some stuff sorted out yesterday, but
Why are there so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side? A green frog with an obsession with his oversized puppet hole may have the answers. Tune in next week to find out.
Jeez. Thanks for the bits, Brixlorium. Just so there's actual context, you guys can see what I'm actually trying to work from. This is what I designed a week ago on stream, on Studio, if you recall. I was on here exactly a week ago. We had Studio open, and I was randomly throwing this together. And I was like, I can't really do more in Studio because I'm just not that great. So, yeah. This is what I'm going to be working from now.
It's looking fine.
Yeah, it's been great.
CoasterBricks97 asked me, why does KO fart so much? It's like a stink bomb has been let loose. King Oldendorf, unleashing a glorious symphony of harsh trumpet. Maybe they're trying to communicate in the ancient language of the farting frogs or just too many chili cheese dogs. Who knows? It's like their butt has an agenda of its own. Remember, it's not about the smell. It's about the artistry behind the gaseous masterpiece.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I had to do that. That was like that. I had to do that.
Shit. All right. I want to mark.
I give up. KO, you in Zach's stream last night? You was talking about farting, so I thought I'd make a joke out of it.
This is true, KO. You are.
I'm only joking. So let's have a laugh.
How did I? Oh, did I? I was trying to figure out what I was trying to do. I was. I think I got it. Joys of mock building.
Oh, don't I know it? Don't I know it?
I think I figured it out.
Brixlorium asked me.
It's a stretched
What
fart.
happens if you place a red-hot steel ball in a jar of mayonnaise?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no.
Steel ball into a jar of mayonnaise, you'd probably end up with a gooey, explosive mess that defies all culinary logic. It's like a science experiment gone wrong. Just picture the reaction and the chaos that ensues. But hey, if you get hungry after that, remember, we have the meats at Arby's.
What did he have to add with that after that statement? Jeez. Did not sound good.
Oh, yeah. I figured it out. I still have got so much to do with this project.
Oh, I get it, mate. I dithered so long with doing the actual stuff I had to do for the city, and now I'm trying to work my way through it, but it's a long process.
Yeah.
Like the harbor took a long while, and I'm still not fully done with it per se. But Rob, I know exactly what you're talking about. It actually is on Tangia.
Yeah, every time it comes to my stream, he plays it. I'm not kidding either.
Micah-san, I don't have any actual like stories or anything I'm planning for this. I just want to actually build a mock of it. Not to say that I couldn't do a little fun scene or something with it, though. I just haven't given it that kind of thought. But in the spirit of that, I don't actually have those figures because I don't collect like Batman or anything like that. So I would have to potentially buy some of that stuff if I wanted to try to go that route. Which again, it could be a possibility. I'm not ruling it out.
G'day, Rob. G'day, chat. Sorry if I internet sucks. The chat window thing for LiveStreams only just sort of popped up and refreshed. But g'day.
No, you're good, mate. No worries.
Good old high quality Australian internet. It's all good.
Ads are starting. Stay tuned to the stream. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support during ads. For those of you that are in it, you probably can't hear my voice, but
I've been enjoying going through that 2015 Lego catalog. There's some good sets there.
The hilarity of searching for Loldo while pulling up your pants.
Freaking Loldo. Yeah, I know I missed part of it, but I saw what you had on the Wednesday, or at least part of the Wednesday stream.
Yeah. No, there's been some really good stuff. Plus, of course, me sleeping through my own stream, not sleeping on stream, but sleeping through past when I was supposed to stream, which, doesn't help. But you got to love fatigue. Fatigue's great. I literally said to the wife and kids, I said, I'm just going to go down for just a bit of a power nap. That was 6 hours. So like, yep, that works. It's not a happy Taz.
That happens.
You need sleep, though. If your body's telling you need sleep, then you need sleep.
No, I don't need that much.
Wait, KR, you saying that you put you say you submitted a build idea to Lego Ideas? See, the thing about Ideas, while it's pretty cool, is once you give it to them, guess what? You lose ownership for like a while.
Is it 5 years or 3 years or something like that? It's a decent time.
I don't remember the exact number, but you lose it for a while.
I think it's more than 12 months.
Yeah, it's definitely at least 3 years.
Or it used to be. Yeah, it used to be that it was a while, because I know, without mentioning their name, but Matt, you and I know someone specifically who was, had, I think, been asked about doing that, and they're like, no, because, Lego was going to hold on to that idea for an X amount of years or something that worked out to be. So it's like,
yeah. For the idea, I'm sorry, Kay, I'm not as familiar with the idea challenge thing. I don't keep up on that stuff. But good luck. Good luck to you. Ideas is just tough. You have to garner the 10,000 support, and then it's like you gotta hope that Lego will actually pick it. They only pick like 2 out of like 40 of them or something every season. They do this, and it's like,
yeah, there's a fair bit involved.
Ooh. It's nothing major, but just adding that tiling in that I had put into the original drawing. I like that concept. That works for me. That just makes it feel a little bit more realistic already.
This is starting to get there again. Because it's only what I'm doing is just relatively easy for me for this morning, which is nice. We had a 4-day weekend, so enjoying that.
Very good. I do not. I am working. I work today and I'm working on Friday.
Oh, that's right. It's still. Yeah. Okay. So, because you say, "Oh, I'm working Friday," I'm like, "No, it is Friday." I'm like, "No, it's not. not for you." I thought for some reason we were on Saturday almost, and I'm like, "Wow, wait a minute. What do you mean you're working Friday?" It's brain fart.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
It had me worried. I'm like, "Whoa, I wasn't asleep that long." Jeez. I keep thinking, hang on a second, little bit of a time zone in between us.
Just a tad. But you are moving ahead this weekend, correct?
We are. And
no,
that happens.
You're not moving ahead.
Sorry,
you're moving
backwards. Backwards, we are, yes. That would be 2 a.m. Sunday morning, my local time, becomes 2 a.m. again. So we sort of have Groundhog Day for an hour because their clocks go back. And I thought it was going to happen before I would join your stream on Saturday, but it would work out either during it or possibly slightly after it. So, yeah, I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, that works, but
see, I don't mind the fall back.
Yeah, fallback's
like,
great.
I get more.
Yeah,
it's just the spring ahead is what, I think for a lot of people screws you up.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
It definitely messes me up for a few days, I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I complain about it, and then because when we move into daylight savings, which drives Mrs. Taz absolutely batshit crazy, because I get all I want my hour back because I wasn't born in a state that observes it. So since moving and living in New South Wales, even though I've been here now a considerable amount of time, I still complain every time we switch over to daylight savings. So it's like, I want my hour back. I didn't do anything wrong to lose that hour, so give me my friggin' hour back. But no, it's not how the world works. So for 6 months of the year, so we're in daylight savings, so I spend a good probably month or two having the sulks about it, and then I'm finally like, it is what it is, and I just magically move on. Drives my wife insane. She's just like, "You're an idiot." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, I know. It's like, not telling me something I haven't figured out yet already.
I was thinking of submitting some mild build of BDP to idea. I'm going to idea much easier to pop up. I mean, Kale, you could, consider submitting just your old stuff that you already put in. Maybe I don't know what the guidelines are, but again, if you're concerned about losing the ownership for a while, even if you don't get it picked, it's still their property for a while. Just you gotta be careful of that. That's why I have no desire to even think about ideas like that. All right, I need to experiment with how to do some tanks here and how this is going to look.
I'm enjoying a nice, actually, relatively, I'll say quiet, but just enjoying trying a few different ideas to see what lands with this. I'm shrinking a MOC, which was a MOC cafe, which was effectively on it was on 16 by 16, or 16 by 16 by 24 sort of layout. So, because it worked with it was supposed to be what was in my old marina maintenance facility area. It was supposed to be the little cafe right next door to that. And that was what got left at home when I did the big Lego show last year. And I had to improv, which was not easy to do when your parts inventory is sitting at home and you're a reasonable distance away from it. So I sort of had to cannibalize a building, and it was not a good time. But we got through it. But I wanted to have the cafe specifically because of an old sticker from a very old set back in the 90s, which gave me the inspiration to sort of, bring it life again. Mm-hmm. And that was from one of the sets that we'd seen on a couple of the live streams that I've been doing the old catalogs, and it gave me the inspiration to not do a fun little cafe, which I did, and it didn't see the light of day. So now that I'm actually kind of glad now that I can sort of pull it apart, rebuild it again, but this time add provisioning to put some lights in it. So I've just got to remember to leave myself a gap in one of the walls so I can provision for wiring. Otherwise, I'm going to build the whole thing as it used to be, and I won't have any ability to add wiring without pulling half of it apart again. So,
well, I mean, if you've seen what I do, as I've been wiring up modulars and all that stuff, I had to pull things apart, and it causes me havoc. But in the end, the result's worth it. So I get it.
Oh yeah, no, totally worth it. So I've just got to.
I love how they look lit up.
Yeah, I'm keen to try to make that happen and see what I can do with it to add some lighting in, which I never planned for originally. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And of course, then. You have alternate brick brands that are coming out there with more lighting that are making it a standard Lumi fantasy.
Yeah, I got Matt, and I think some of the chat will remember my a good mate from the YouTube side of things. He's from the UK but lives in Australia, and him and I signed up for Lego Masters Season 4 here in Australia. But GJ Bricks, he tagged me in something on sent me a link last night, and I replied back and I said, yeah, I think Lumi Bricks are starting to kick Lego's ass a little bit. Like they're coming for them. Maybe not in other themes that Lego does, but certainly at least with buildings and effectively modulars and stuff like that. I mean, the Lumi Brick stuff is hard to pass up on now. Like they've really kicked it up a gear.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm quite happy with them.
Yeah,
with the modulars they're doing.
And because I've had people ask, not that I don't have any Lumi Bricks stuff, but I've mentioned, it was on one of the streams the other night when someone said about, the lighting side of things, and I can't remember, Matt. I think you were in the chat, and I asked you, but I couldn't remember offhand if the instructions give you the ability to either build with lights or without lights.
They don't show it without lighting.
Okay.
They give you parts in some cases to accommodate that.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you just don't run the wires through certain parts. You just don't do it. When it comes to those steps, you just don't do that part of it. That's all.
Yeah, because there's been a couple of sets that they've put out recently. I think one was like a surf shop or something, if I remember rightly. It looked really, really good. I'm like, that looks
there's
awesome.
a surf shop that's fairly recent, and then there's
maybe it was a surf shop.
There's also one called a Moon Bar that just came out like in the last week, which looks pretty cool as well.
My favorite is the bookshop that I need. Book cafe. I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, Book Cafe is a nice, chill, small city kind of build.
I'm gonna get that. Definitely.
Yeah, no, they've had some good stuff recently.
Definitely have. I just hope they keep going with some of the The Street Fusion is the line that I'm particular with. That is, what was it that I did? The art gallery was not a part of that, but I built the boxing club in February.
Yeah.
And then I bought the barber shop recently, which is I have in box, and the skate park. Like those are all part of Street Fusion, which is kind of like an 80s 90s kind of inner city sort of look and feel.
Right.
So the buildings just kind of have a slight, I don't want to say like run down in a negative way, but they just kind of have that look to them. It makes them look kind of appealing.
Yeah.
I dig them. I'm actually quite pleased with them. So for folks watching and wondering what I'm doing here, I'm trying to figure out how to do some tanks, right? Like the idea of storage tanks for different products and how I want them to work out. Because I sort of did that in the other design, but now it's time to actually try to really think about it. So this matches up. There we go.
I wonder if I go this way. Now, of course, I've got to reposition everything. And when I originally designed it, I didn't design it to go straight into a 30, a 16 by 16 layout sort of configuration. So I'm having to sort of go back to the drawing board a little bit. That's all right.
Fun part of mocking, right?
That's the fun part of mocking.
Ooh, I like the idea of having these tanks that are like that. I definitely like that a lot. I forgot where I got a bunch of these. I must have picked these up in like bulk or something, figuring I'd use them.
Feels like I might be missing some, not missing parts, but
Oh, I like that already. Ooh, that looks cool. I definitely like that idea. Typing on those. And some other smaller ones here too, maybe. This is where I'm going to try to use a bunch of the cylinder pieces and all here too, if I can.
sort of glad we have the long weekend. I was able to, because I usually only really get a chance to catch the Saturday stream, so it's nice to get to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, right on. Very cool. Glad to have you here hanging out.
Yeah, it's been fun just to, like I said, just to get to change things up a bit now.
Yeah. And Ems is hanging out, working through some sorting and stuff I know she had to do as well.
Yeah, I'm writing down what I'm missing, so I don't keep track of it.
Good idea.
I would have had a build cam, but my OBS said no, so yeah.
You're good. You're good.
OBS was not having any event. I couldn't be asked to mess around with it tonight.
It said, yeah, no, basically.
It said no. It said it's nearly the weekend. No.
Okay, so if I put that, I think that was going to go there. Yes. Leave that there. The joys of being a mock builder. You gotta love it.
I do. That's why I'm literally doing it right now.
I enjoy it when everything works, like when it works. When it doesn't, yeah, it gets a bit frustrating. But
well, I've come to enjoy actually sharing it on stream with people too.
Yeah.
I know, I kind of feel rewarded letting people see my process.
I should get back into doing that again, because it was fun to do it on stream. But I know it's not everybody's cup of tea as well. So yeah, there's always that sort of internal battle of should I or shouldn't I?
Right. Well, I'm just of the opinion, look, this is what I'm going to do. People can come hang out, and if they enjoy it, they enjoy it. If they don't, they don't. That's the approach I've taken, and it's been just about at least on Twitch, coming up on 4 years here, officially.
Yeah, isn't it? Like, time has, like, especially because I was a little bit after when you came over to Twitch. And I still kick myself that I didn't move over to Twitch earlier. I'm glad I'm here now, but because it's been way better. And yeah, I forgot for you, it's only like 4 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, the 4 year is coming up. Not this weekend, but the next weekend. I'm going to be doing that stream.
Oh yeah, yep.
It will be Saturday the 11th. I'll be doing that.
Nice. So have you got anything planned in particular, or you're not wanting to sort of divulge too much yet?
Honestly, I haven't fully decided, for one thing.
Nice. That's all right.
I'm still giving thought about what I want to do. But it will be the same thing I usually do, where I'll start for a certain time, and if people want to make me go longer, they know what to do.
Yes, yes.
I do have at least one or two thoughts.
Right.
But I haven't fully decided on anything yet, which I need to, because time's coming up very soon.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So, yeah.
That's just not going to work, is it? Oh, maybe if I put it along the wall. Oh, yes, it works now. Well, it's nice, it is. This is what I get for changing stuff.
It will not be a 67-hour cheat stream. I can tell you that much. I barely survived 10 or 12 hours.
Could you imagine 67 hours? No way.
I don't know how people can do extended stream times like I've seen people do. That's just wild.
That's crazy.
Like the last couple of years when I've been like doing like 10 or 12 hour, like whatever it was, like I like literally felt myself like crashing into the last couple hours.
Yep.
And I know like Greg was hanging around most of the day, but he wasn't on stream the entire day. He could tell I was starting to crash, so he jumped back into the panel to kind of help like prop me back up the last little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I know. 6. Yeah, I mean, it could be 6 or 7 hours. That's not other than a possibility.
See, that's much more feasible, right, and doable, where you're not putting too much strain on yourself. But it's not necessarily that it's physically grueling, because for 90% of it, you're basically sitting down. But mentally, yeah, it's.
That's the part of it. Excuse me. It's more just the mental focus and doing everything we do as a streamer, but doing it for a long time. See, I like this concept. I think I like this. Let me take this off and just look at this again here. This one. So you guys can kind of get a look at this again. So if I'm following if I'm following the conceptual stuff that I did from like ChatGPT and all that, so I need to have like an area for like the actual storage of chemicals, like the initial products that come in, which could be coming in through the train, or delivery, whatever they have, whatever it may be. And then there's going to be a separate level, which I think will be up at the top level, where I have other tanks that handle like all the processing and turn them into other things.
Oh yeah, yep.
So that's like, this is like where the process comes in. There'll be a lot of piping there and stuff, ideally. And then another set of tanks that take in like final product for shipping back out somewhere.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the idea of what I'm looking to do. And then I'll have like a control room and some other stuff too.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Let's take a little bit of this part, which is fine. Yeah, it's nice to get the chance to go back and sort of look at some of the older builds that I've done and find a way to, revamp them a little bit and give them a new lease of life, which is nice.
Right. Definitely, I hear that. All right, just for proof of concept.
Hello there.
Raceland, welcome in. Hope you're well. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it.
Hello, Raceland.
G'day.
Hope you're well.
G'day. No, g'day.
Hi.
It's always nice to see you, Matthew, when I get that opportunity to stop on by.
You don't say my full name.
So I went to, I won't say the name of the store in Australia, but because, I used to, before the health battle came along and affected my ability to, I can still do some stuff with voice work, but I used to do a lot more, so into that more sort of voice acting and stuff like that. But every now and then, I still like to create, humor for myself, even if no one else laughs, because, I like to have my own fun, especially with Grandpa. So I found a store in Australia that sells, pretty much anything electrical. So, home entertainment, cameras, computers, all that sort of stuff. People in Australia would probably start to whittle down the names of the larger stores that sell these products. So I gave them a call, and it was when I had to replace one of the webcams, which finally went on to greener pastures and retired itself. And I was just one of the cheaper Logitech ones that I was chasing down, and I had the number or the name of it anyways, because I could see that they had it on their website. And I called up the store, and this, lady answered the phone, and I said, "Oh, yes, g'day, darling. I was just wondering if I could be put through to the electrical department, please." And she put me through. And anyway, this other sort of slightly younger sounding girl answered the phone, and I said, "Oh, good day." I said, "I was phoning up on behalf of my fat, lazy, no good for nothing grandson. He's just an absolute useless turd, he is." And she starts giggling a little bit, and just silly little things.
Thank you for your support.
That's funny.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so started into the conversation, and I said, "Oh, listen," I said, "he's that bloody lazy. He doesn't even want to ask to see if you have this particular camera in stock." And she said, "Oh, well, what sort of camera?" And I said, "Listen, love, I don't really know all the stuff about the technology and stuff, but, he's just wanting some sort of a camera, and he's written it down for me if I could read his writing. It's like reading a doctor's writing, it is." So I read it out to her, and she goes, "Oh, yeah, that's a web camera." And I said, "All right, so what would he really use that for?" I was just curious, I am. And she said, "Oh, it could be a number of things, video, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Is that something he'd use for OnlyFans, is it? Because I don't know anybody who would watch him on OnlyFans." And she's lost it, absolutely just lost it.
My God. Wow.
It's so to have that fun. Yeah, that was fun. You gotta, when you do that sort of stuff, when you do this sort of stuff almost as a living, you gotta create your own humor. You gotta have your own fun with it, because it's part of the magic of doing it, and especially when you're doing character work, I also would do it to test out my own gear, just to see, all right, how far can I push Grandpa, before someone sort of thinks it's an actual, just a poorly done character voice, so. But we certainly had some fun with him. My best one was going through a drive-through. And I got that idea off sort of not the whole concept of it, but I did get some of the idea from Gabriel Iglesias, so Fluffy, the comedian, and for this I could, because it's a global company, I'll just say it was McDonald's, but I got a chance to just one of these days where baby Taz was still at daycare, the kids were at school. Mrs. Taz and I'd come back from a medical trip, and I was, hadn't had lunch or even breakfast. I was starving. And I said, let's just go through a drive-through. So we got around to the ordering window, and, so you always get the crackly speaking there. "Can I take your order?" And I'm like, "Dos, g'day, love. I was just wanting to see if I could get a Big Mac meal and a large cheeseburger." And so what did you want there, dearie? Sort of silence through that. "Oh, yes, and also it was a McChicken burger or something like that." She read the order back, and so, "Drive around to the next window, please." So we drove around, and anyway, that was the last interaction of Grandpa's voice, and then so we've just drove around, and my wife's there, and the lady's like confirming the order, and my wife's like, "Yeah, that's right," and she's looked down in the car. And it was just me sitting there, just not even looking at just sitting there. And you can see her processing, and she said, "No," she said, "Listen, I just need to read this order back to confirm." She said, "I think I've got your order wrong." And my wife's like, "Okay." So she's read the order back to us, and my wife's gone, "Yeah, no, that's what we ordered. That's exactly it." And she's looked again, to see if there was a third person in the car, because it wasn't. It was just me and my wife. And she's like, you can see her standing there just going, "What the hell?" And anyway, she's finally given us the thing to move on to the next window where they actually give you the order after you've paid for it. And she's just gone, and she's actually called a supervisor over, and my wife's looked at me and she's gone, "What the hell?" And anyway, the supervisor's standing next to her, and as we're because she said, "Okay, we'll drive up to the next window." As we're doing that, and we're just pulling the car away, I heard her say to her boss, "I need a break. I'm hearing voices," and I've. And my wife just looked at me. She goes, "You're an asshole." And I didn't say anything inappropriate. Like there was no inappropriate communication. Like I kept it professional, but as in like there was no derogative comments. There was nothing that would have been bad, right? It was just a voice. Yeah. But her reaction to a boss was, "I need a break. I'm hearing voices."
All right, so here's the other thing too. What was I gonna say? Oh my god, I was on the tip of my tongue. Never mind. Forget my thought. I'm laughing about the thought of Grandpa doing this. Forget what I said.
I'm just laughing about what Taz said.
I can only picture that though. I would have been laughing my ass off.
Hearing voices, that's hilarious.
I think I'm here.
Well, this is starting to look a bit better now. It's all right.
That poor girl probably thought she's like completely mental.
It was, yeah, like I said, usually I'm trying to find ways to have my own fun with it. Like, you know,
I'm hearing voices.
Because, you know, you would expect when you hear a, "Oh, g'day, lovey, I was just wanting to order a Big Mac meal and a cheeseburger," and you know, you usually envision an old person. So when the car sprang around and it was the order that Grandpa had actually given the order for, and she's reading it back because she's expecting to see an old person sitting in the car, and there's, you know, two younger people sitting in the car. She's like, because, yeah, that's what she thought. She got our order mixed up with somebody else's, you know, and she's reading out the wrong order to us. And she's like, "I'm just going to read this back to make sure I got the right one."
No,
as soon as she did that, I knew. As soon as she did that, I'm like, yeah, she's confused. It got her. My wife doesn't, you know, now usually if we go in here drive-through, my wife goes, "I'm putting the order in." And it's like, okay. It's like, fine.
Poor girl. Yeah, really, Rob, exactly.
Well, not really trying to terrorize, but just, you know, I suppose in a way it could be a little bit, you know, concerning for him to go, "Yeah, I'm definitely hearing voices," or something.
Poor girl.
Like I said, you have to be able to have you got to have your own fun. You got to be able to create your own fun.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever gone back to that McDonald's and it's just in the drive-through?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
You should have done it again, see what she said.
Just if, you know, other times it's been with, you know, the kids and family, so I sort of, you know, Grandpa takes a quick break during that time. But yeah, it's not something I do too often.
Grandpa takes a break.
The kids probably wouldn't help with trying to keep that a secret.
Oh no, they would ruin it. So it's like, yeah. So sort of, I have to pick my battles with that. Not that, you know, not that they would try to ruin it intentionally. It's just you know, in most cases, kids are very honest, and they would, you know, they would say something.
Hey, Kat, how you doing?
Hello, Kat. Hope you're alright. Hope it's healing well.
G'day. Wondering what I could do for. Well, I suppose that still works.
Oh wow! Just look at the time is passing kind of quicker than I expected working through this today because I'm focusing on it a lot.
Yeah, it's I looked at the time just now, and I'm like, oh, it's only 10 a.m. my local time. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to work my way through just getting a concept really going here. I'm not gonna. This is gonna take me quite a few streams probably, but that's okay because I want it to be pretty kick-ass. Just like I did with the harbor, I want it to like really, really look good.
Don't rush it. Just take your time.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just writing all my figs down that I'm missing, so don't forget them. I know it sounds stupid, but I have to do this.
No, good. Because I would forget.
I'm not missing them. They are somewhere else. When I moved houses twice, and moving Lego is not a good thing. So I put them in another place.
Yeah.
I know
we've
got
to
them.
move. We have to move this year.
Oh.
Not real happy about it, but anyway.
Moving Lego is not nice.
Oh, moving a whole house isn't nice.
No, but Legos particularly is not nice.
No, because there's sets I can't box up. Like the motorized lighthouse is a real pain to move because I like it, but it's kind of flimsy in some parts, and that's going to be a real pain in the ass to try and relocate that thing. I've got the pirate ship from the Barracuda Bay set. That one I can't necessarily, like, I'd have to buy a really high level sort of tub to fit it in. I'm just going to have to put it in the back of the car and hope for the best.
Right.
Yes, I've got all these minifigs, but I'll put them in different bags when I'm moving. I don't know where to put them. It's annoying me. They are somewhere. It's just where. They always turn up where you don't expect them to turn up.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. So our friend Clipsy, who I probably lurked out, Clipsy is in the process now of packing everything up at his place because they are moving.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And not only are they moving, but because of his wife getting a new job, they're actually moving literally across the country. They're going from Maine to California.
Jeez,
so
okay.
That's gonna be a great time for him. Well, the two of them, I should say, moving everything.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. So I know he's been
Dragon Sword! Triceratops! Saber-tooth tiger! Tyrannosaurus!
Thanks, Benda. Yeah, Rob, dude, seriously, that is a very long move. But as I understand it, I don't know if they have this elsewhere. I'm gonna pause for 1 sec. Sorry. So he is using. There's a moving service called Pods, PODS, and they literally bring you. I think they have different sizes of these things, but they bring you like this massive container thing. Like if you think of like container ships, and now they have those big containers that actually they ship cargo with. Kind of like the things I built a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Just a shipping container, basically, like a 20-footer or a 40-footer.
Yeah, exactly. Wherever the hell I put those, but they have those that you can rent them, or contract with them. You fill them up at your pace, whatever the case may be. You call them, and they will haul that for you from point A to point B for whatever the charge is, depending on distance and all that stuff, of course. So from what I understand, they are going to pack up a pods container with a shit ton of stuff, and use that service. And I think then he's also going to get like a U-Haul or something. And tow his car along potentially with that as well to move with other whatever other stuff he needs to. Yeah. Cross country is the
We've done it a couple of times.
It is a great measurement.
Shit tons. Yeah, like in Australia, another common one is shitloads. It's like, it's like, or sometimes it'd be distance, or it'd be like, oh, how far is that from there? Oh, shitloads, mate.
Yep.
Or to be like, how much work have you got on this week? Shitloads.
Shit tons, we say as well. I say shit tons, also how much I've got done. Crap loads. I bender, by the way.
So yeah, it's.
So yeah, I don't envy Clipsy with that right now. That's just going to be But that's why there's not going to be Clipsy streams for probably a couple months. He will be getting all that situated, getting packed up first, and then they've got to do the move. Then he's going to get unpacked and get everything resituated enough to get himself back to a point of actually doing that stuff again.
It's got to go on those cats. Like they've got to get used to the new house and everything as well.
Yeah, that's a thing. When I moved to where I am now, 8 years ago. Rob, have a good day, dude. Thanks.
See you, Rob.
Bye,
I'll
Rob.
turn your thing back on in a sec. I just want to finish my comment here. When I moved 8 years ago, I had I didn't have Bella yet, but I had Oreo and I had Walter. And when I moved, both of them had they had never been in any other place except the apartment that I had at the time. Oreo had no problem with the moving. She got into the new house here and she's all wandering around, check everything out. She thought it was great because I had more space and I had stairs and all that stuff now that she could go up and down and run that she never had before. Walter, surprisingly to me, had a very hard time adapting for like the first week or so. He was not happy. And I didn't expect that from him, but he finally did. He finally did get used to it.
Yeah. And Binda asked me, what's Greg doing in California anyway? That sunburnt bastard's probably trying to find gold with a metal detector made of noodles. Maybe he's prancing around like a discount celebrity, thinking he's the king of the beach. Everyone knows the only treasure in California is disappointment and overpriced avocado toast.
Wow. Wow.
You see that Barry Cat's comment? I see Annie's other has arrived.
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Annie's other. Did you get your BJ this week?
Wait for the luck. Wait for the luck.
I don't ask you on your streams because you're very innocent on your streams, Ben. As soon as you go to other people's streams, you're like, not innocent.
There's no Bon Jovi this week.
Oh, it's not Friday yet. You might get it on Good Friday. Good tidings and all. Sorry, I was being rude. Again.
Oh, too funny.
You're not innocent on your streams, but you go to other people's streams. You like, You're innocent on your streams. When you go to other people's, you're not innocent.
Binda, you definitely come off as kind of innocent on your streams.
You do, because I asked you the other day, but did you have a BJ? And he says, "Oh, I haven't listened to Bon Jovi."
See, that kind of means something different to.
What?
I probably shouldn't finish that.
No, come on.
entirely, but you know.
No, I need to know now.
Yeah, you have to finish it now.
Yeah, you have to finish that sentence.
Oh no way! No, not. Use your imagination for the fact that it's two letters representing
Hello there.
effectively an activity. Putting it nicely.
What?
I'm not saying it because it is not my stream, and I'm going to get in big trouble. If it was my own stream, I wouldn't care because I've got 18 plus.
The two letters I've been representing.
I think we're past that point at this point, Taz.
Just say it, Taz.
No way.
Just message me then. Message me on Instagram, mate. Then. No,
it's all good. Because I know. I'm like, because it does mean something different, and I'm like, no, I can't. But when you said it, I'm like, oh my, it's why I reacted. I'm like, oh wow. I mean, I know that BJ can be associated with Bon Jovi, but it's something else as well.
Oh no, it definitely is. That's exactly what we're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
I know that's what you're talking about. I just don't want to say it.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying the initials. I'm not saying what it means.
I mean that's why the initials. Well, I was like, okay.
If I say it, I'll get clipped, and I'm not saying it.
That's why I'm not saying it.
I'll get clipped.
That's a fair point. There's a lot of clipping that can happen.
Yes.
Although I will note, the person notorious for clipping, has gone to bed. Yes. So
I can say it if I want to say it, but Binder's here, so Binder will clip this.
Yeah, he probably would too. Dark Sky, hope you're well, friends.
Do I say it? Do I not say it?
See,
does anybody want to know what BJ stands for?
Grandpa does, and Grandpa would say it, but
oh, I'm sure Grandpa would have no problem saying it.
He'll probably have advice on the actual. Not that it would be any good advice, but he'd probably have advice on the subject matter, and I'm like,
He probably would.
I'm trying to be a little bit more reserved and a little bit more classy. Hashtag classy.
You'd be like, oh well, let me tell you how you're really supposed to do.
That's why you see, me and a special lady friend like to, and he would go on about something like that, and then it'd be, just make sure you take your dentures out as well, and you'd know that it'd be bad, right? See, I told you, that's the sort of behaviour that Grandpa would be up to, whereas me, I try to be a little bit more, classy.
He would.
What do I get if I say it? It's got to be something in it. What do I get if I say it?
I'm an innocent bystander.
Do I get points if I say it?
I'm just telling you.
Do I get points if I say it, though?
You want me to give you points?
If I say I want something in yeah, I'll get clipped for this, but... I'm well known for doing them. Apparently, I'm good with my mouth. I don't know. I can't say it. I've not said it though.
I think that's probably giving it away. I think everyone probably figured that out now.
That's definitely giving it away. Look at the stats from Binda.
Binda, you're not innocent. Oh, hold on. I know, I want to say it actually, but not in the context I want to say it. Is Annie watching, Binder? Is Annie watching? I dare do it.
She was earlier.
Oh gosh.
Alright. So that I can do there.
So the phone talking
And
was
it's on the phone talking. So, all right. No, I don't. It needs to be the right moment. It's gone now. It's gone. I can't swallow this either because that's like giving it.
I thought I gave it away by saying about, you know, just make sure you remove your dentures first or something. You know, I thought that gave it away.
You need your 6 a day, but rather than having 5, you need the number 6. That's how I function. 6 a day rather than 5.
Wow.
I'm a teacher, for God's sake.
Okay, so on that, the comedian Matt Rife does a lot of crowd work. I'm sure most people know. And he got to, and he'll often ask the people in the audience what they do for a career or a living or whatever. And he mentioned, he got to this one lady and asked, you know, what she did. And it turned out she actually gave professional classes on the said activity that we're not trying to say. And
Wait, no,
his reaction was absolutely priceless.
No.
Mm-hmm. I kid you not. I've seen it pop up on YouTube, like, you know, the little shorts that are on YouTube
I need
and
to watch
stuff.
this.
Because it's one of those cuts from one of his live shows, and he go, you know, crowd work, and he asked it, and she said she is a professional
blowjobber
teacher at that particular thing. So it's like,
see,
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
I just said
it.
That's okay, but I'm still not saying it. I said if Grandpa was here, he would, but I'm trying to be a little more classier.
There you are, Binder. I said it.
Where do I sign up? No idea. No idea.
When do you sign up, Binder? What you want classes to do it? Or
Matt's reaction was priceless. Priceless.
Son of a test. I can't do that.
Oh, fire up.
It's Thursday, but it's kind of like Tuesday.
It's not. It's Friday now for me. It's
almost
Friday.
like a Saturday,
Cheers, guys.
Bit more like a Saturday.
Yeah, it's kind of like Saturday morning.
Yep.
It's Friday now. Is that when you get your blowjobs binned on a Friday?
Like I said, Matt, I'm remaining classy.
No one's clipping this. This is great.
I just don't want to get.
I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on.
I don't want to get banned.
I'm not getting banned. I'm allowed to stream. I've been told I'm a teacher, I'm still allowed to do this stuff.
I got no problem with it at all right now.
You do biology, so you as a teacher of biology, so you know all this stuff.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly right.
Is it on a Friday, Binder, then?
Oh, my tiling worked out. Look at that. Yay.
I need an adult. There's no... Go see Greg. You too? Oh, my God. Yeah, go see Greg. Go see Greg. I'm sure he'll help you. Oh, my God.
Greg is the way I'm business. Yes, exactly.
Maybe he's doing a course. He's getting signed up for the same course that Binder wants to get signed up to. You mean test on me?
When is he returning? He's flying home late tomorrow night. He did say he would like to try to be on here Saturday morning, but depending on how he's feeling and all that stuff. So we'll see.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Ads are starting. Stay tuned to the stream. Thank you for your support.
Yes, thank you for the support. Appreciate that.
Binder appreciates someone else as well.
I say good for Binda. Good for Binda.
I'm good at it, Binder. I'm not denying it, Tass.
Well, if Grandpa was here, I know Grandpa would say, make sure you take your dentures out.
I have. If you want to be a test dummy, Binder, then I charge £5 per session. I'll see you in Chicago next year, Binder. Yeah.
Wow.
Matt, could you imagine Grandpa doing the voicemail message service for that particular thing? No,
I'm joking. Binder, I'm joking.
No, g'day. Nice that you've called us, whatever the service name is. Insert name of said business here. You could imagine the innuendos.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he'd have a field day with that. A field day. And it'd be all the different options, press 1 for this, press 2 for that.
Yeah.
And you could just see him going through the laundry list of just different innuendos. Oh, jeez.
Press 1.
Press 1 if you've had a recent experience and just wasn't happy with the overall outcome. Press 2 if there was 2 hips but no hooray. Press 3 if there... Did you just see rattling off the list of...
Yeah. Indulgent, enjoy dinner. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Take care.
Apparently me and Binder are engaged, Kat says. What the hell's happening? There's no TJ tonight. He's waiting for squirrels in an hour. He's getting prepped up for squirrels.
Yes.
I was going to say something else, said it doesn't matter.
That's going to be a thing tonight.
TJ getting prepped up for schools, yeah, it's getting everything from being rustic Binder to get WD-40. It's just WD-40 to get it going.
It's been a while.
Actually, you got to be careful using WD-40 because it can, in some cases, cause rust. So you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what WD-40 is. It's to get it gets you going. I don't have to explain what WD-40 is. If anyone doesn't know, Google it. Just Google it.
Yeah.
Google it. TJ likes a 69. He told me that.
Oh, excuse me. I mean,
he also likes that. He also likes that too, owned by Car. He likes that too. He says.
That's not wrong, Cat. That's not wrong.
No, it wasn't that. It was 6'9". If Rob was here, I'd be getting clipped full stop, I reckon.
Good thing Rob just went to sleep. Rob, you're wearing out the quick command right now.
That's
gonna miss that one. Sorry.
Obviously, if Matt makes this a VOD, oh no, if it'll be on the other platform, won't it, as well as a VOD?
Rob's going to miss out on Squirrels then.
He will. Oh well. Do this.
Oh my god! I just bit on a CMF. I've just put this. It's not got a telescope. I've just put next to it no BJ. Telescope.
Wow. Yeah, Kat, it is good. It's going to be complete chaos. There's no question. It's going to be complete chaos. I mean, you know, we're going to raid over, and you know, folks here may do crazy stuff because that's what we do. But once other people that normally would go to her see that she's gone live and pop in, some of the people that she knows IRL and stuff like that, if they see that, it's going to be just nuts, absolute crazy. I have no doubt about that. Yeah, I messaged her. I said, "You're good to go, right?" She goes, "Yep." She goes, "I don't know how good it's gonna be, but."
What's she building?
I don't know. I didn't even ask.
Binder, if you're still here, make sure you cause chaos in there. I'm sure you will, but.
I need some tin plate. Right.
Oh, I will. He says I will.
Thank you. I don't know how long I'm going to be awake for. Cause it's past midnight here now for me.
It's long enough to see some chaos.
Yeah, I'm probably stay up for half an hour and then call it there. I just put no BJ again on here. God. Again. So no fig equals no BJ. No fig equals no BJ. Tells me, met my new friend. It's called Dave the Dragon.
Oh, wow.
Dave the Dragon. And he's got a bike, but he's outgrown his bike. I'll show you. He's got a bike, but I'm going to put pictures on Instagram. He's got a bike, but you can't sit on the seat properly.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I'm going to put him on my Instagram so you can check him out there. I ain't done it yet.
We check out Dave the Dragon.
Dave the Dragon. It's there. Look, he's on his... Oh, no, he's not. He hasn't got balance yet. Dave, if you're watching, there's your mascot. Dave the Dragon. He's got a bike. I've got a picture of him on a bike. And Matt was like, get pictures with him on the bike. Yes. Good idea. So I did. Dave's my dad. It's my new dad.
Dave's the dad.
Yeah, it's my dad now. I haven't got a dad, Tazzy. He passed on prostate cancer.
Mine was in a accident.
Sorry to hear that.
His birthday coming up next week. Week after, I mean.
Hi, Greg.
It's a wild Greg.
Hey, Greg.
I thought somebody just hit the thing. Yeah, wild Greg in chat.
Those Gregory's here. It's nice to see him.
Yes, this is Gregory.
It's always good to see Gregory in the chat. You've missed a fairly loose, probably 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, boo. He's cheating. Boo.
All right, bye, Greg.
See you, mate.
All right. They're
making fun of you.
That is normal. That's like, no, Greg, loose conversation.
He's on the bike, look. Taz is on the
that's,
bike.
that's why it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like there.
There you go.
Do you celebrate your dad's birthday, or do you just like do you do anything for it, like to remember him, or?
Usually I'll go take the Harley for a run and disappear for a couple of hours, shut the phone off, and that's about it, really.
I mean, you enjoy the private time to kind of commiserate, in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year a little bit more tricky because I've got to work, so that's going to be a bit of a tricky day, but because we've got clients, one in particular that shares the same name as my dad, and it's just like and if they call on that day, it's kind of, on other days it's sometimes, I can just get by, and I can just work through it, but on that particular day, it'd kind of suck. So anyway, yeah.
I thought through with you on that, mate. But
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is coming along. Actually, have some here. I'm still not settled on a lot of stuff here, but I'm trying to at least get some framing and get an idea of certain structures here. I think it's starting to look like something.
Let's go.
I've got all the interior done. I'm just now working on the roof area and starting to look at options for the wiring and stuff. So it's getting further progressed than I thought it would.
Very good. Very good.
So yeah, that's actually doesn't done that bad. Thought I wouldn't get as far as what I've managed to.
That's cool.
I'll just have to find some more plate pieces and see where they've ended up.
Let's see, it's 7:14 my time here, and Greg is 3 hours behind, so it's 4:14, 4:15 where he is right now. And he actually finished up a ball court before 5 o'clock. Wow.
See, there you go.
Shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's unbelievable.
That won't be as bad because I can just hang out.
A quick hello to anybody that may be lurking. Thank you for lurking, just hanging out. I appreciate that. So we've been having some wacky fun and doing a bunch of building here.
Yeah, wacky as you call it.
Yeah.
Or loose.
A little bit of that,
yeah. We're not right in here sometimes, but yeah. Well, I'm not anyway. I'll admit that.
I just need one piece. Damn it. Else up on the end of this. We'll say close, I was. It's okay. I'll still make it work.
Just for the sake of trying this and seeing how this comes out.
Literally like one big piece. This actually hasn't done too bad. I'm happy with this build so far.
Ooh, I like that concept.
I will be back momentarily.
Okay. Huh. All right, for anybody lurking or hanging out, there's some concepts coming into play here. So the bottom floor underneath this here is where like intake storage would come in, and then the other side would be like the output that would go out to like the train and stuff like that. And then the upper section here is where I'll have other tanks and some other, you know, other stuff to make it look like that's where the processing happens. So it's going to look very industrial up here too, right? I'll put a bunch of these different things up here in some way. Let me go to my other cam. So you guys can get a better, there you go. There's another perspective on it like that. Right, so these would be like intake and outtake, or output going to the trains and all that stuff. Up here would be the processing section, so it's going to look like there's a bunch of other things happening up here. But I kind of like where it's going already. I'm feeling good about it.
That's good.
I like the idea of using the grates up here too. That's very industrial. I love the idea of using all these here. That really does it for me. There's something I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. I haven't decided on this, but I'm gonna. What is it? I have to find the site. Here we go. I might have talked about this, but I don't know if I showed it or not. Crossings. Where was it? Or was it switches? Yeah, it was this. Okay. So there's a site that's out there. It's called Trickstrix. I'll put it up here on the screen so you guys can see. They're out of the EU, but they actually print, or whatever process they do. They print different kinds of tracks, and they have all this kind of stuff, monorail and all these other things. But they've got this, and this is actually a part that Lego made a long time ago. And I don't know, I was kind of thinking about the idea of using this, or buying this and using it on this actual area. Because I'm going to have two lines running. I want them to be able to cross over to each other, because one is going to run off to the other side of the table, one's going to run into the wall. there wouldn't like be a point of them crossing in that limited space unless I do something like this. But I'm thinking about the idea of doing this. It's like basically like a quadruple special crossing switch track that you can see they do here. It's really cool. You can see there's a bunch of pieces that go into it. That's what it looks like from underneath. So I probably have to float it for the most part on the plate. All right. They do monorail too. Yeah, they do. But you can kind of see, like with tracks attached, right? You can have a train coming, you know, through one line here, and instead of going straight down this track, you can have it switch to the other one, and then go off somewhere else, and vice versa. And I think if I was to do something like that, it could just add a little bit more realism, in a sense, to the limited train space I'm going to have. If I had that, it would make sense to me. But if I do that, it's going to take up all of this here, basically. Like, all this will get used up by that. I would not have any middle space here to potentially put places to have for like loading of the train on this side either. I'd have to do it like right here only on this line. So I haven't fully decided, but I got to think about it probably fairly soon. So if you have barrel in that build, you could put the... I could do something like that, Kat. Actually, I was thinking about that for not like I have like a little fire thing from Blinky Bricks. Sorry, these are not actually attached, they're just sitting up here at the moment. That I could put like in the top of one of these things to have it like glowing, like there's a little fire of things like processing from it, right? Like things are burning off. I could do that. That might be kind of cool. But there's still a lot of stuff I'm thinking about with this too. A lot of stuff. But I want to get the idea going and start executing on it so I can get a better visual of where I want to go with it. I'm kind of happy so far. Yeah.
All right, back again.
Right.
Oh, and I forgot to go and get me bloody... Oh. So you can tell I'm still half asleep. Far out. Doll's got to go. Got to go and get a container with some plates in it. You know, like... See, I'm getting older. I'm becoming more like Grandpa every day. Just sad when you think about it, but...
I think a lot of us just kind of are going to drift towards Grandpa anyway.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like goldfish memory.
Oh, Kat has a question for you, Ems.
Oh, God.
I know, right? Honestly,
Yeah.
though, I've got that one here. Right? There's that one. And I honestly really, really love this one.
How many stickers has it got?
1, 2... I don't know, like 2 or 3. It wasn't very many. Like all these pieces here, they look like they can, but they're not. They're printed. Those are all printed on those ties.
Thing is, The thing is, though, I have to be when I buy a set, I have to be connected to it, and the reason why as soon as I saw Lightning McQueen, I had to get it because I'm a Disney nerd, so I instantly had to get Lightning. And if to do like Mater or anything, then I will get them. But in terms of the DeLorean, I just want the figs. I don't want the car. I just want the figs for my collection. I'm not gonna buy a set that I won't like. As soon as I built it, I'll probably put back in the box. So I'd rather buy a set like that is. Do you know what I mean? That I'm gonna like build and keep on display.
Yeah, that's fair.
If they do the other Disney cars that I like, then yeah. But thing is, so $27 is still $27, and I could buy like the new rocking pants for that. I could buy like the new rocking pants, which would benefit me because I like my botanicals.
Right.
Lego at the minute is so expensive. I need to be careful what I buy and what I get with my money because I'm not being tight. I'm just being really careful at the minute.
No, that's totally fair. Exactly. I think a lot of us can understand and agree with that. Yeah, exactly.
And the reason, as soon as I saw Lightning, as soon as I saw him on the leaks, as you call it, I said I'm going to buy him. I know it has stickers, and to be honest, I think I did a pretty good job with them. I'm proud of myself for persevering on a chaos build with how many stickers I had to do. Fair enough, this took me 20 minutes, and for the people who commented saying how long I took, I did not appreciate that because it's my stream and I did it my way. But I'm proud of myself of how it looks, and I wanted to display it on the shelf. That's why I wanted it to be perfect for me. And I've got a soft spot for cars. I always have done, I always will do. So this is why I wanted it on a shelf. I've got like a Disney shelf upstairs. I wanted to go on there.
Oh, Dark Sky, are you seeing the DeLorean on shelves? You mean like it's not selling as much at this point? Because I was happy to build the original because that's what's closest to me. But if there's if I see like a good discount, I could maybe buy a second one and build the future version, perhaps.
If it gets a good discount, I will buy it just for the figs, unless someone's selling the figs separately. So I just want the figs. If anyone wants the car off me, they can have the car. So I just want the figs. So if you're on about buying a second copy,
yeah,
you could. If you got a second copy of it.
No, yeah, I would definitely be willing to pass them along. Because I don't need multiple. There's no reason for me to have multiple of that.
If it goes on discount in the UK at a decent price, and then I'll let you know and see how much it is compared to the US. And then I'll buy it, and then you can have the car and I'll have the figs.
Or vice versa. I can give you the figs if I get a second car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have no reason to keep them. Because I'm not a fig collector per se. I'm happy to have them with this, but if I get a second version of the car and build the future one, I don't need two of these guys in there. I just have the future car and these guys. I'd be fine with that.
Oreo's could say hello.
Yes. Hi, Oreo. I can see on the back of my chair. Hi, Oreo.
I did get the Speed Champions DeLorean. 34 Australian dollars wasn't bad. I was looking for it. I knew I bought it. I'm like, where did I put it? I found it.
What's that equivalent to then in US dollars then?
I'm not sure.
I think I bought it for $29.99.
That sounds about, at the time that sounds about right.
How much was Lightning in the UK? I can't remember. I got it on January 3rd. Well, when I went to Lego Store. How much was it? Don't know how much Lightning. I got it in Lego Store though.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that people bought 3 versions to make the 1985 one as well.
Dark Sky, to answer your question, is because they reduced the price, so it just stands out. Not all retailers do that, but a lot of them do. So the retailer who I got mine from originally had it for $39.99, so about $40, but this one's $34.95, so a decent reduction in price, at least in Australia at the moment anyway.
All right.
But yeah, anyway, it's a cool set. I'm looking forward to building it.
I'm kind of getting to that point where I've done a bit, and I kind of need to. I'm almost need to think on it a little bit now.
So what's your next step that you want to try and do?
I'm not sure. Like, ideally, I don't care as much about back here.
Right.
Like, I'm going to do like a control room and maybe some other stuff back here. That's not as big a deal. This part up front, we're going to have 2 different levels, is what's really going to matter for me.
So you're going to have
real stuff with it.
So you're going to have the pipes that would connect to the rail, because you're putting rail there, aren't you? I didn't see your thing on Instagram. I thought you were putting
there's
like double track.
There's going to be rail right here, and then rail here. Part of my thinking had been to do additional structure in the middle. Like, let me do this real quick, just for the
like a raised walkway, or like, because that would make sense.
Just for the sake of the effect here, let me just do this. Where I could have like a middle section.
Yeah.
That would be part of the train loading stuff, right?
Yes.
There'd be equipment here for offloading and all that. Which if I just do 2 rails like this, work fine. I can put it in here. Excuse me, sorry. I was actually saying right while you were gone, Taz, my apologies. There's Trixbricks.eu that does all kinds of custom track work.
Yes, I'm familiar with it. Yeah,
they have a special dual crossover track that you can buy. That is exactly how I have that spaced out. Where I can have this line crossover, and then this line can cross over both ways. And although I'm not going to have like a full out like actual running train in the city, it's going to be more for just the display of everything. I really had to debate with myself about whether I care enough to spend the money to buy that, to have the effect of crossing over here, or if I'm just going to be okay with this one line that just runs off basically into a wall, and then this is going to be the one that runs off and then goes around to the other part of the city that you can actually see. I'm kind of leaning that way because that track would be like 50 something US plus shipping. Whereas if I just do this with a couple of tracks, I can build this out too, which is kind of what I wanted to do, because a lot of them have that other structure for train car loading.
They do. The operator that I used to work, the actual railroad that I worked for, we had a fuel loading facility and stuff like that as well. And there was no crossover track right like there, right where the actual car, always called wagons, but where they would be, or the tankers would be loaded or unloaded. It was straight through track. And then a distance later, you would do the crossover because, if you're connecting back to single lane tracks, than having, an entire double track section, which is expensive to do in real life. But right where the actual loading facility was, like where you would actually load or unload the tankers, I mean, it's in the out one, we didn't have a crossover right there because it means then it's difficult to reach the tankers if something happens and you've got to connect a pipe or reconnect a pipe. Yeah. So the one that we had there was a walkway separating the 2 tracks. So we had 2 loading tracks or unloading tracks, but there was a raised walkway in between, like a platform, so that that we could access the lids of the tanker, or we could connect or reconnect the hose or whatever we had to do. So without having that platform in the middle, we couldn't reach the tankers, because in real life they're bloody high up, and it's, you know, you'd need that raised, elevated platform section. But I mean, I know this is Lego, but if you were going for a bit more of a realistic approach, I think having something in the middle there separating where your tracks are, and then, you know, you could pose a couple of minifigs there, either holding like hose pieces or connecting something, or, you know, if you wanted to go in that direction.
Yeah, my only thinking with the crossover was literally because my space is so limited where this is all going, that if I'm going to have a crossover, it's got to be in this. It's got to be in this area of where this is going to be placed in the room.
I get it. Okay.
The reason for doing the crossover actually ties back to the realism of actually being able to have things cross to go to different areas.
Yeah.
But again, because it's Lego, I don't truly need that, and I probably would be better suited just to do the idea that I've got with this and save myself that money. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. Dark Sky, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Appreciate you.
Bye, Dark Sky.
Bye, Dark Sky.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm making a decision right now.
An executive decision.
I'm just gonna build it up. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's all right. I mean, like, I've had to make sacrifices, like with my layout, because mine hasn't got a full loop or anything, because I'm, you know, restricted to more so what I can take myself this year for the layout. I don't have a continual sort of looping track. I've got 2 split tracks, one down in behind the cranes, and then I've got another one in what's supposed to be the rail loading, you know, facility. So, or the actual like freight terminal itself. And once I populate it with the containers and rail cars in there, it'll make sense. But, you know, I still tried to pretend that, you know, with my layout, even though it's a cut down, very, you know, compact layout, rail yards, well, especially for your container loading facilities, they are a reasonably length size yard. So
they're very large. They're very girthy.
Yeah, indeed. Not as girthy as the Long Dong River, but you know, or maybe they are. But see, that's a throwback from a little while. Welcome to Long Dong River Cruises. My name's Bill, but you can all call me Grandpa. And it's nice to see that there's a bit of a girthy section in the river because, well, you know, size matters and all that sort of. Yeah. God, we had some fun with that, didn't we? Poor old Greg.
He said he wants to go back and do river stuff again.
Long Dong River 2.0.
He does want to do river stuff again at some point. So yeah, that will come back. Will come back.
Oh, that was fun.
That will be back again. Right, so yeah, platform in the middle here where I can have another service platform that does additional pipe work and all that stuff to get the tankers. Potentially. Yes, I said pipe work.
Yep. I want to do a joke, but I don't want to because I'm not used to being. I'm used to being a Saturday where it's way more looser, and I can get away with it. But I wanted to do a joke, but I don't want to do a joke.
I think we've been pretty loose tonight. So.
I have tried to be a little bit more reserved. You know, I was trying to skirt around the particular subject that was the matter that came up before. You know, I was doing my best, and which is difficult with the subject matter.
Not really.
I really want to, but I don't want to.
That's the struggle within you, Taz.
You gotta say it. Come on.
No, because I'll get clipped, and you know. If it was Saturday, I would, because that's pretty much a bit of a free for all. You know, a bit more. I'm used to saying that sort of stuff on the Saturday stream.
Yeah, say it Saturday morning. Yeah.
See,
Taz, remember how somebody said that we're so crude and disgusting and talking like that on Saturday mornings?
Oh, I know. Yes. But that particular
who's that?
Oh no.
You are also familiar with that person too, that person.
Oh no! Oh no!
We just
joke for him. You bet your ass I can. So why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks, of course. It's like an orchestra of flatulent waterfowl, each note a symphony of quacking cheeks. Now, who wants to join this unholy coxon singsar Arnter?
What the hell?
What?
Derrieres. Get those quacks flapping, you limp dick lunatics.
Yes, Kat, I think you broke it. I think you did. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Wow.
You broke Kermit.
Wow.
On the first night we put Kermit in the stream.
Was that Kermit?
It was supposed to be Kermit.
Okay. I was a little bit.
It's a really stupid, fake sounding version of Kermit with the AI.
Yeah, I would have never have guessed that was Kermit. I mean, that's me, but I would have never have guessed Kermit.
Aw, we miss our Alex. Aw. Hi, Dave. How you doing, dude? What's up? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm content to let this be for the moment and stew on it a little bit more.
Mapping the miles. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dad.
Also, I have got, if I don't take anything from the lower level here, I've used up all of my yellow girder pieces that I had, which is fine. I taught her.
Have you got any white ones or light bluish or dark bluish grey? Hey, Dave.
Yeah, I've got a few other ones.
There's Davidson, but David's here.
I definitely wanted to use all the yellow here because I love how it just looks very industrial, as Kat was saying a little while ago. It just gives that vibe so much.
Oh, yeah.
But that being said,
it keeps it uniform as well.
Because I might use some of this as like control room and stuff like that. These could be regular walls too, down here.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. This needed to be just wide open cross beam space because of what's going on here. I wanted that for sure. So I probably could take some out of here. That's part of what I want to stew on, as Kat says there. And think about that a little bit more. But no, it's that crude drawing I did a week ago in studio. Yeah, this is kind of it. Kind of come to life.
Tonight, apparently, Dave.
Shaq might be popping back in, on when Scrolls comes on. I can see that it looks like she's testing stuff in chat right now. Right window for her to see when she goes live.
Is that when TJ's going to come out of hiding?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll pop in.
Oh, yes. Okay, I figured out what I was going to do.
Liquid Diets 2 sounds good right now. Yeah, I can understand that, Kat. I get it.
Oh, I did it again.
The visual here.
All right. That's better. Hey. Oh, did it?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Oh, that works out. This left arm is absolutely just like burning. But yeah, we got some stuff started with it yesterday, so hopefully, because of the Easter long weekend here, there's like I won't be able to get any scans done till next week, but that's fine.
So hopefully they figure out something for you. What's going on?
Well, the GP I spoke to yesterday, so again, yesterday being my local time for Thursday, he seems to think, even though he's totally across my situation, so he's happy to order whatever scans and tests necessary, but he's hoping, because if it is, it's way more easier to deal with. He thinks it could be something as simple as tennis elbow. And I laughed and I said, dude, look at the size of me. I said, I don't do tennis. And he's laughed and he's gone, yeah, no, that's just what they call it. And I went, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I said, I'm not that active. And he's hopeful that the ultrasound won't find anything concerning. That it could be something purely as simple as a bit of tennis elbow, which in my situation, as long as it's not a tumour, like I said to him, as long as there's no tumours there, I'll deal with whatever else, even if it is arthritis. But at least I'll know, at least I'll be that I can sort of sleep just that little bit easier, knowing that it's not something else rearing its ugly head out to disturb things. But yeah, so we'll see. But hopefully it won't be anything too serious.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I know. Look, like I said, even if it is something like tennis elbow, I'll actually settle for that and go, yeah, okay, cool, because that's not what the other, what it could actually be. And I'm like, oh, that's, so. But he said if it wasn't for the fact that I have what I have, he would be like, yeah, look, probably wouldn't go as far as maybe getting an MRI, but he said in your case, he said, yeah, let's at least start with the least invasive and then look at good old MRI. So I just don't like MRI machines. I had bad experience in one. It's not that I'm like I've worked in underground minings, not as long as what some people have that I know, but I have been in that environment for extended lengths of time. Like I've been down in an underground mine for 12 hours at a time, 6, 8, 12 hours at a time. So it's not like I'm that claustrophobic, but, and you can really feel that when you're underground. So it's not that I'm claustrophobic. I said to him, no, it's not that I'm claustrophobic. I said, it's bad experience with the techs that were operating the machine, and the machine itself probably needed to be upgraded and probably hadn't been maintained since the Ark was floating. And, it was, so I said, don't send me to, and I mentioned the name of the company to him, and I said, don't send me to those bastards. I said, I'll go elsewhere though. He's like, all right. And so, but we're just hoping the ultrasound does the trick first. So, he said ultrasound and then an X-ray. And if neither of them show anything and I'm still getting that chronic pain level, then he'll throw me under a bloody MRI machine. But yeah, at least he's concerned. Like at least he's actually going, yeah, look, I'm not just gonna, he didn't send me out the door going, oh, you'll be right, you big sook, just put up with it. He's actually like, well, yeah, we should check. So all right.
Good news, the raid target has gone live.
Hey, look at that.
So I'm just kind of making sure that she doesn't say there's any actual problems in her chat. Yeah, good though, because I'm kind of at a point of being like, yep, I need to assess this.
No, that's good though.
I always like to do a bit and then I step back and and go from there. So, all right. Before we lose too many people, because everybody's going to want to rush over there quickly, guys, hang out for like a few minutes and we're going to raid over to her. Don't go anywhere yet, please. Don't go anywhere yet. Let's bring some numbers over. Taz, you want to talk about anything real quick before we head out?
Real quick, what I'm working on, the interior is done, just a little bit more to do on the outside with a bit of greenery. But everything's done from the interior. I'll worry about the lighting a little later, but I've already got some ideas there. Sorry, I slept for those that were wanting to catch the Thursday night stream. Sorry, I did sleep through. But we'll try and do stuff. It's a long weekend for me, so we'll try and do some extra catch-ups and all that sort of usual. And as always, Matt, thank you for the invite.
No worries. Thank you for coming by to hang out and keep company a little bit. Appreciate it.
Nice to take care, everybody. It's nice to say yes.
All right. And Ems, got anything you want to share, talk about, whatever, before we wrap up?
I think there's been sorting minifigs out. Got some more bagged up.
Excellent. Do you feel like you've made some progress?
Yeah. I will not be on Monday. I booked to go to London for a few days, so I'll not be streaming on Monday night.
All right, so I did shout out Taz and Ems, Coaster Bricks in chat, guys. Make sure you're following both, please. I think
Thanks,
most
Matt.
people here are, but please give them a follow if you're not, and watch for they both share when they're streaming on their socials, Instagram, and all the good stuff. So make sure you guys are watching for that stuff and give them support.
You might see me on Thursday though. I might pop on Thursday before Matt. I don't know yet.
Good. We should be back to. Not counting Ems, because I want to assume she will. It depends on how she comes back from her trip and how she feels. We will have at least double trouble at that point. If Skrills actually does keep going, maybe we'll have a triple trouble. And if Em streams, maybe we'll have a quadruple trouble.
There you go.
If I do stream, it'd be for like an hour or something, an hour and a half maybe. It all depends.
Right. All right, guys. I don't want to hold this up any longer. I'll share pictures of this on my Discord and on Instagram and all that good stuff. Thank you for those of you that were hanging out for however long you were. Thank you all people that were lurking. I appreciate it. Lots of good times. I feel productive. I'm happy that this is actually becoming a thing. I've had this on my list for a long time of things I wanted to do, things I wanted to build, and it's finally starting. So I'm quite pleased with that. All right, let me get the raid going so we can go to the main event here. All right. All of you that are still here, copy a raid message for me. Let's go see Skrills and have some chaos with her, because who knows what's going to happen. I will be back Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Continue working on this, and we'll see if Greg is back on or not. No promises. And whoever else hangs out, maybe Taz, maybe.
Yes, hopefully.
All right.
Just wake me up or something, Matt. Just like... Anyway.
All right. Everybody have a good one. I will hopefully see you back on Saturday. Save me for the raid. Let's go see Girls and have a good one. Bye for now.